Hello, my name is Janet Gill. I'm an artist and a photographer, and I'm leading at the moment the photographic storytelling workshop at Photosynthesis. I have led workshops of this type for different communities, for example, the youth or different minorities. But this time we wanted to give the opportunity to other people, and we have a beautiful variety of photographers who use photography in different ways. I might choose this one because give me a little bit more contextual information.
My name is Penny. I am a mum and a cyclist and a teacher, and I like to take photos.
I am Warren Nian. I am a charge nurse manager of a children's emergency department at Christchurch Hospital, and I'm very interested in videography and telling stories.
My name is Stuart Clook. Background is in polymer engineering. Currently working as a quality regulatory manager. I'm a landscape photographer working predominantly in film photography. I make my own prints using alternative processes.
I'm Anna Heasley, and my day job is that we run a farm fencing contracting business in North Canterbury. And I love my photography.
My name is Bill Irwin. I'm mostly retired, but I was working as a photographer for the last 20 years, and I still do a little bit of that, but not very much at all. As far as pick one photo that represents you from 50 years is a bit of an issue, but I might actually show too. But this one I started off, people, aside from my work.
I love teaching, but I realize that there's so many people that have so many photos and they don't know what to do with them. But I also realize that visual storytelling is very important because we can do a lot of things with them, like advocacy, amplify your voices, and many, many other things. So this is the reason I created these workshops, to help people to actually do something with the images, but do something that is very important and meaningful.
Yeah, my idea started as me exploring with the camera and Janeth's first gratefulness pictures. And I was wandering around our lifestyle block thinking, what am I grateful for? Because I love living here, and how can I put that in a picture? And was just, I guess, taking more notice of my surroundings. And that evolved into water. I think looking at just the water races and the stories they tell, they're disappearing. They've been really instrumental over the last 100 years in getting the Canterbury Plains developed, but now they're kind of insufficient for our uses. So there's the big irrigation schemes, and the water races are becoming urbanised and disappearing and just changing. So I want to document that change.
I have a project I've been working on for quite a while around Lake Ellesmere, really around the change in the landscape, and particularly in the last 15 to 20 years that I've been living and visiting Lake Ellesmere. I've seen a real change. So I'm using my camera to try and demonstrate that change and to maybe raise awareness of it's not too late, and there's things that we can do to help protect the environment and the flora and the fauna that are in there too.
My idea for this project has been becoming a little bit clearer, but it's focusing on the old photos I took when I was a teenager and how I was living in Christchurch at that time. I was a boarder at a high school. So I was here for 5 years, then another 4 years when I was at university. So I had quite a time living in Christchurch and discovering it. And then I was away for nearly 40 years, and now I'm back living in Christchurch because we moved back here. So I sort of feel like I'm trying to reconnect with my younger self that was here, except everything seems very different, completely different. It still feels slightly quite unnerving because the city feels like it should feel familiar, but it doesn't really.
I think I've gone a little bit more along the exploratory way rather than the structured approach, partly because I've been a bit poor with time with my job and things, but also what I've ended up with is something I'm very interested in, and it seemed to draw me anyway. So I live quite close to the central city, and I walk a lot, so I notice things, and I just couldn't help myself but want to take photos of the things that I noticed that are a bit out of the ordinary, that maybe most people don't see or don't like or don't appreciate. So it's been I've been enjoying going out and just looking underneath the surface.
So I live at Waikuku Beach, and I guess with my planning background, we're always talking about character and amenity of a place. And so Waikuku's got sort of funny little character, lots of old batches, some new houses, it's got the beach, it's got kids on skateboards, mums on skateboards, mums on surfboards. Yeah, it is actually a very cool place to live. So I sort of wanted to show a mix of the buildings and then sort of the nature, the green spaces. Yeah.
It's a volume of exhibitions on, they're changing. And actually the thing that really surprises me, because I've been doing that for probably about 20 years, but the thing that really amazes me is every single month when I finish my little publication, or I do a thing for the press every month as well, but I cannot believe how much good stuff there's on in the city. I've never been disappointed by a single month to discover all this stuff, and it just keeps on coming. It's unbelievable.
We have this amazing opportunity to have Dr. Warren Finney with us, having a critique of the students' work. That was an incredible opportunity, because he not only select them and sequence them in an incredible way, but he also gives insight to the whole body of work that each individual created. The students learned so much, but also Warren is very supportive. He helped us with exhibitions, with other type of things that they are also priceless. Having the opportunity to have Warren Finney there was very constructive.
Yeah, as well, it does. They look like they're related, but I think for me they're quite distinct from one another.
Okay.
Yeah, the spatial relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say that I can kind of, between the three, I think we've still got a message of that maybe your son's the next generation, that whole environmental thing.
I created this workshop with the idea of create a community where all of us help each other, and where all of us can elevate each other's skills with support from each other. I have learned amazing things, especially in the technical part, because some of them are very technically oriented, but also the idea of community and the idea of what we can do together. It's a very special thing to do, to learn.
My favourite part, it's all been really good. I did really enjoy when people brought along a lot of their photos and we looked at them on the floor. It was pretty exciting, and just seeing what other people have produced. The community has been a big part of it for me. It's a small group, like-minded people. It's very, very non-threatening, very welcoming, and the other people and the people that run photosynthesis, and it just feels like a lovely community, which I hope I can keep on being part of.
I really appreciated the collaborative approach, like we've got our little group and the photosynthesis people as well, that you learn so much from sharing ideas and learning how to critique other people's art, and I guess just to be open to that process, that you know, everybody's got something to share, and I'm learning a lot with Jenna.
I found seeing other people select and sort their images really good. Different people's ideas. I think just the collaborative nature of people sharing and suggesting and critiquing as well was really useful. Yeah.
I think last week looking at people's work and where they're going, and it was also very intimidating because they're all such amazing people and I feel highly inadequate. But just love seeing what they're doing and where they're going with their ideas, and just seeing that depth of talent and information, and just what a powerful tool photography can be.
Everybody else is just so interesting in their own right, and I feel quite at home sort of in this group. And especially as a working photographer, the different groups I've been to, there was always a bit of competition, and people are sort of worrying about, you know, is he getting work that I might be getting, or what are they doing that I'm not doing? And there's just none of that here. It's just everybody helping each other.
Well, I hope you got enough to cut there, and yeah.